of that, you have things like school and work and these videos, which I love making. So, you can't really give up any of those. And so sometimes music, the time gets sapped away from music. But I'm about to no longer have that problem because school's going to go away, and that eats up so much of my time. So, yeah, I'm very excited to be getting better at making music and approaching a reality in which I have much more time to make music. And I'm not sure how much excitement is generated for you guys by the whole technical jargon that, I might spout excitedly from time to time. But I'm sure you guys are at least somewhat happy to hear that new music it's moving. It's moving. The machine is moving. I'm greasing it up, I'm feeding it the fuel, and pretty soon we're going to upgrade to a much better vehicle to start driving this thing. So, very excited. That's my little music rant. Raven, you know it. You know it. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Thank you. But what if? Oh, dang it. This always happens. I always hit the wrong sound effect by accident. It was meant to be. That's gonna be on TikTok. Yeah. Let's see. What are you guys up to? Having a good day, I hope? You're so pretty. Aww. Thank you. I don't feel pretty. I might think I look alright sometimes, I look alright enough for a camera. But I'm glad the majority of my pleasure out of life doesn't come from my looks. There's so much to life, and people get so obsessed over looks. And everyone's so wrapped up in their own self-perception that they're not able to step outside their shoes. Like, I'm mainly thinking of, like, girls wearing makeup, and I understand, like, the culture of that pressure. But no one is going to see you the way you see you, for better or for worse. And, the more self-obsessed you might be in terms of how you look, I think the less happy you get, because you get more and more critical, and I think you would see the flaws more so than you would see the overall personality and spirit of a person, which is really what other people are looking for and looking at when they are communicating with you. No one's having a conversation with somebody else and looking at them and going, wow, look at the curvature of her face, or whatever it is. Connection is probably the most important thing that we can have with one another. Individually, most important thing is probably happiness. I would doubt there would be something that would be more important on an individual level. Perhaps on a communal level, there's definitely more important things. But individually, everyone strives to be happy. And also, interestingly, in my little exploration thus far into being happy and shooting for that, sometimes missing, sometimes achieving it, I've found that you can't have it 100% of the time. No one's going to be great 100% of the time. And this was first introduced to me by something John Merritt said in a live show one time. He was mainly talking about anxiety, but it's true of all things in life, and sort of can be summed up in a metaphor of needing the rainy days in order to appreciate the sunny ones. If you're happy all the time, happiness becomes meaningless. And so you need the contrast of not feeling happy in order to then enjoy and appreciate, more importantly, the joys and privileges of being in that state. So, yeah. Don't beat yourself up if you're not feeling 100% of the time. No one talks about it, but it happens to everybody. We all feel down from time to time. That's what allows us to appreciate what's good in life. That's how I try to look at it. Everything's perception. We all only see the world through our eyes. We can't look at it through other people's. So, you've got to make sense of your own perception and figure out your own reality and how best to perceive it for the best possible experience that you can have. Though along those lines, you could also look at an insane person who thinks they're in a tropical paradise and say that they're technically correct along the lines of that logic of adjusting your perception so as to best make for the best experience. Oh, they think they're, off somewhere wonderful, but they're just insane. So I don't know. Be careful with how you choose to follow or not follow what I have to say. It's coming from a 17-year-old. What doth the fan say? Any questions? Do you like coconut water? I love coconut water. In fact, when we used to go work out at the gym in season 1 of Shooting Umbrella Academy up here in Toronto, we would go to this gym and then we would walk a couple blocks down to this incredible juice place that sold the most tasty and delicious coconut water I've ever had. Like, that is my dessert in terms of drinks. Like, that was so delicious. It's one of those things like you couldn't have gotten enough of no matter how much you had. And it wasn't like they added sugar or anything. It was pure coconut water. But it was something about, like, it was a certain type of coconut, or it was like a young coconut, like before the coconut had like fully ripened or something like that. I don't know. But the juice was purple, and it was awesome. So, yeah, I love coconut water. Standard coconut water is also good, but I realize it's probably an acquired taste. When I first had it, I was a little uncertain about it. And then, I definitely grew to really like it. But I don't drink coconut water all the time. It's more like on the occasion I'll have some. Most of the time I'm just having water. More so than soda, actually. So that's thanks to Tom Hopper, who was teaching me about better nutrition in season 2. And after that, I stopped really drinking soda. I started going for water a lot more. And for the most part, that's continued on since then. I definitely drink a lot more water than I ever used to, which is great. A lot of times, like, people can feel ill or just they don't feel 100%, but there's no clear reason why. They don't have any symptoms of, like, this or that, so they're not quite sure how to pinpoint what it is that's making them feel weird, and it ends up being dehydration. So that would happen to me from time to time, and yeah, that's been happening a lot less since I started drinking a lot more water. So yeah, that's like my